So in this video, I'm going to explain how you can be using this table to help you determine dimensions for the next step of your project. So keep in mind that you want your volume to be 350 milliliters, as close to that as possible, which is the same as 350 centimeters cubed. And keep in mind that we are accepting a range of 347 to 353. Now, in that range, be careful. If you get 346.9, that's not okay. If you get 353.1, also not okay. It needs to be between 347 and 353, ideally as close to 350 as possible. The other thing to think about when you're thinking about your measurements is trying to come up with a reasonable size. So you can get measurements that work. So for example, here it says that a rectangular prism that's 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter by 350 centimeters works, but wouldn't be very practical to put on a grocery store shelf. So my advice to you is to have a ruler near you, to have an idea of what seems reasonable for a beverage container. So I'm going to take you through a few examples. So for example, rectangular prism. You're going to use this table. This table you're going to hand in to me as step one, but you're not getting marked on how many rows you fill in. It doesn't matter. If you find a reasonable shape on the first try, great, move on. If you get it on the 5th try, great, move on. If these number of rows, if that's not enough, then add more rows. So what you're doing, for example, is you're starting to fill in. So for example, you might say to yourself, I think a base of 10 centimeters, a height of 10 centimeters, and a depth of 5 centimeters. I think that would make a reasonable drinking vessel. Then you multiply, because base times height times depth, and you end up getting 500. So obviously too high. Can't have a volume that's 500. So now you have to adjust. You have to say, okay, maybe my base is only going to be 7, but I still want my height to be 10, and maybe I'm going to make my depth 4. This one is 280. Okay, I'm a little bit too small. So I'm going to stick with 7, I'm going to stick with 10, and I'm going to make this, let's say, 4.5. Now, you are allowed to have decimals, but I don't want you to have more than one decimal place because it would just get too complicated when you're making your pictures and things later on. So this one gives you 315. So I'm getting closer. So now I might say, okay, my base is going to be 7.5, my height's going to be 10, my depth is going to be 4.5, and that one is 337.5. Ah, okay. So maybe I'm going to go 8, 10, and 4.5. And I get 360. So maybe I go 7.8, 10, and 4.5. And I get 351. And then I can say, okay, I like this particular one. I'm happy with it. I'm going to say highlight that yellow. And actually, I don't want to highlight that. I want the whole box to be highlighted, which means, oh, I forget how to do that here. Let's see if it will, there. Okay, so there is my measurement. And then I'm going to go on to the next shape. So I'm going to go on to a cylinder, for example. Now, in this case, pi, remember, use the pi button. And you only have 2 measurements, radius and a height. Now, keep in mind with a cylinder, also with a cone later on, if you're doing a cone, what your radius is, you have to think in your head to double that to be your diameter. So in terms of reasonable size, you don't want your radius to be too big because remember, you have to double that. So most drinking vessels aren't going to have a huge radius. So maybe 2.5 might be kind of the maximum, maybe 3, 3.5. That might be as high as you're going to go. Let's say we want a height of 18. So now I'm going to punch in pi times 2.5 squared times 18, and I get 353.429 dot, dot, dot. So I'm really close. So maybe I just say, okay, let's try 2.5 times 17. So I do pi times radius squared times height, and That I went too low there. I got 333.79 ... So maybe all I need to do is sort of do 2.4, a height of 18, and that will probably give me what I want. No. Okay, let me see. Did I do something wrong? Pi times 2.5 squared times 18 is 353. So pi times 2.4 squared times 18. No, that was 325. So I thought that would be close, but it wasn't. So you're just going to play around a bit. So maybe my height is going to be like, I don't know, 17.8. And we do pi times 2.5 squared times 17.8. And you get 349.50. And the only thing to consider with this one is a height of 17.8 reasonable? Would that be too high? Potentially too high, depends on what you're designing. So if you're designing more of a water bottle, it's reasonable. If you're designing more of a pop can, it's too high. So sometimes you might, as I said, you might get one that works, but it doesn't mean it's going to be good. So that's just a really brief intro. You can continue using this. Triangular prism, don't forget to divide by 2. Cone, don't forget to divide by 3. Square-based pyramid, same thing, don't forget to divide by 3. Also, remember that your base and your depth have to be the same, so keep that in mind. Then this is going to be space for your unique design, and I'm going to make another video about how you can approach your unique design. So for now, don't worry about your unique design. Bottom line with this is you're just guessing and checking, finding a reasonable size that you think will work for the purposes of your beverage container. So a lot depends on what you want your container to be. So this would be reasonable for a water bottle, not so reasonable for a pop can. Be careful as you're making your measurements.